our topic about the intervals. So we spoke with you before about the intervals in grade number 3, in grade number 2, in grade number 1. So we have with you by the semitone and tone to divide, yes? So between C and C sharp we have semitone, between C sharp and D we have semitone, but all together it makes for us distance a tone. In this case we have the numbers for the interval: minor option, major option, and perfect. And we remember that some of them has major and minor options, some of them has the perfect option. For example, 4/5 has the perfect option, the sevenths can be minor, major, the octave is perfect. And today we will going to speak about augmented option for the interval and diminished. Augmented is a little bit bigger and diminished a little bit smaller. Let's see how it works. So we need to give the name of the harmonic intervals, include all this. So here we have fifths. We start from the B and the upper note is F sharp. We have a sharp written next to the clef, and we have B, C, D, E, and F. Let's count with you. B and C is the distance of the half. C and D is the tone. D and E, it's another tone, and E and F sharp, it's one more tone. We show it by tone. In this case, we have half, one tone, and two more halves or one tone. Altogether, it's 3.5. We know with you from the table that fifths, which gives us 3.5, is the perfect. Next one is the number 6, starting note. We start with you from the D, and the next note is the B flat. We have flat written next to the clef. We write all the notes in between and count. D and E makes for us distance 1. E and F is the half. F and G is another one tone. G and A tone. And A and B flat is the semitone. Altogether, its sum gives us 4. The 6, which gives us 4, is minor. So we have to write that here we have with you minor 6. Let's count the next one. It's the fifths again. And the lowest note is B, upper note is F. We write the notes in between. And between B and C we have with you the half. Between C and D, one tone. Between D and E, another tone. E and F, semitone. Altogether, its sum gives us 3 full tones. We know with you from the table that 3.5 is perfect, but now we have 3 only, so it's diminished interval. The interval which is less than the perfect. Let's see with you the other option. This, for example, this is the fourth. The lowest note is E and the upper A. We check the key signature with you, B flat and E flat. So we have to add E flat for the first, then F, G, and A. Between E flat and F we have with you full tone. Between F and G we have another tone, and between G and A we have one more tone. Altogether it's 3 full tones. Fourth, which makes for us more than 2.5, is augmented fourth. And we have to write here the augmented fourth for this interval. Let's check with you any other. Let's check with you the next page. Here we can find F double sharp and C. We have to check with you the key signature, and there is the C sharp. Let's write with you all the notes in between. So F double sharp. We know with you that F double sharp is the same equal note and harmonic equal to the G. So it's 0. G to A it's one tone, A to B one tone, and B to C sharp, it's another tone. So we have 2 halves. Altogether, it's 3 tones. What the number for this interval? The number is fifths. The fifths, which gives us 3 tones, it's less than 3.5, we name diminished. Next to interval is the 6. So the lowest note is the E, and the upper is the C sharp. We write the notes in between. We check that there is B flat. We can write it, we can avoid it, it's up to you. And let's go. So from E to F we have with you the semitone. From F to G is the tone, G to A tone, A to B is the tone, and B to C sharp another tone. Altogether it's 4.5 tones. 4.5 tones for the 6 is major option. Next one, number for this name of the notes, B sharp to the A, number is 7. We write the notes in between and check the key signature. There are 4 sharps and it not affect on our notes. So B sharp to C, B sharp and C is equal note. Then C to D, it's tone, D to E tone, E to F semitone, F to G tone, G to A another tone. Altogether, it's going to be 4.5 tones. So we have with you sevens less than 5 and 5.5. We name it diminished. So please continue this by yourself. And next task about the melodic intervals. So we count anyway from the lower to the upper note. And first we check with you the key signature. We have with you E and C. C sharp should be. We write the notes in between. And we count E to F is the semitone, F to G is the tone, G to A tone, A to B tone, B to C is tone, and altogether 4.5. So number is 6. 6, which makes for us 4.5 tones, is major. Next one, we start with you from the F sharp, and the next note is B. We write the notes in between. Number for this interval 4s, and from F sharp to G we have with you the half, from G to A 1, from A to B another 1, 2.5 tones. 2.5 tones for the 4s is perfect. So we have B flat, E flat, and A flat. So B is the first note, E flat is the second note. Number is 4s. Notes in between, and we count. B flat to C is the full tone. C to D is the tone. D to E flat, semitone. Altogether, it's 2.5 tones. 4s, which makes for us 2.5 tones, is the perfect. Next interval is G and B. We have to start from the lower note anyway. So it's the third, G, A, B flat. Let's see, G to A is 1 tone. A to B flat is the semitone. The third, which is 1.5, is minor. Next one, we start from the F sharp to the E note. We remember about E flat. We write the notes in between. F, G, A, B, C, D, and E flat. And we start to count with you the number for these sevens. And we count with you F to G tone, G to A tone, A to B tone, B to C semitone, C to D is tone, D to E flat, semitone. Altogether, we can find that it's 5 tones. Sevens, which makes for us 5 tones, is minor. And the last one here is A flat to the C. Number for this interval is third. A flat to B makes for us distance 1.5. And B to C, the half only. Altogether, it's 2 full tones. The third, which gives us 2 full tones, is major. Please continue all these tasks by yourself, complete it, and send me on my email. Thank you.